Hey, what's going on? This is Keith, and you are listening to Thank God for the Group Chat, and it will start in exactly 30 seconds.
I need an arm fuck up back, welcome me back. You wanna know till you fall, I can give you that. You want fuck up back, welcome me back. You wanna dance sad, you should welcome me back. You wanna fuck up back, welcome me back. You wanna know till you fall, I can give you that. You want fuck up back, welcome me back. You wanna dance sad, you should welcome me back. You should welcome, you should welcome, you should welcome, you should welcome back. You should welcome, you should welcome, you should welcome, you should welcome back.
I should have had higher energy, but I was reading. Guys, welcome to Thank God for the Group Chat. I'm here. I'm your host. I have Sharice with me. Devin is here. Alana is here. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Devin, where are you at? You got a you got a backdrop.
Huh?
He looked like he in the club.
No,
You do.
Looked like a lounge.
Nah, I'm in the basement right now. I'm in the basement.
Okay.
Fancy.
I don't know. You well lit. Like you look amazing. Everything looks great.
Thank you. I worked on it. I was working on around 9:00. This has been set up. I'm working on this.
What your phone set on today?
So I bought a $2 little cheap little phone holder thing from Walmart the other night because I was in the cell phone section. I was trying to get one of the armband things because I'm trying to do my walking again. And I was like, oh snap, they got a cheap little cell phone stand thing. I could probably use that. So I got that on top of we sitting that on top of this is like a game board box type situation.
So it's
But,
still makeshift.
Yeah. It's like better makeshift. It's like putting a new transmission in the old hoopty. It's like, we get better.
Did anybody get a PS5 for Christmas?
No.
Heck no.
I don't play games.
I ain't got that kind of.
I don't play games either.
I do. I
do.
play my racing game every night. I just I never buy new video game consoles, but now that I've been back into gaming, playing my racing games and stuff, I'll probably get one in a few months, maybe.
I did find myself asking though, are there any men who are buying their own PS5s? Because when I say every single man, all age groups,
Right.
in their 40s down to their 20s, every single man that I saw that got one was from a woman. I was like, it's getting kind of boring at this point. It's predictable. And also, are any men just going out and buying it for themselves?
I
Like,
just want to find one, honestly.
somebody made it a thing. Somebody made it a thing for women to buy it. Now everybody wants to do it. And it's just like, it's corny at this point.
Yeah, you're right. I'm the kind of man that buys my own, just so you know.
That's good. You're an anomaly.
Just so you know. Why would she need to know?
Because it's a popular thing, and she wanted to know, is there any men out there?
Are there any men buying
I'm
their
just
own
answering the
PS5?
call. I'm just,
Okay.
Here's one over here.
It sounded like
Answering
something
the
else. Just so you know, I'm by my
A little plug real quick.
own. Right.
Right.
No, I definitely want one, but I don't think here's my pushback on it.
Mhm.
It's white and blue. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what I would like. It don't go with anything.
Nothing. It's just
But I
loud.
heard that they're selling a lot of aren't they selling like wraps for them pretty much? Because I've seen a few like. It's an
we both
option.
did the same face. Like, so now we wrapping them like binders.
Right now, I gotta.
They
right,
are. They are. They had a Batman one.
Now I gotta
Wait.
buy something else. Y'all
Else
made
to
it.
go.
Ugly.
You don't have to.
Y'all made
you
it
don't
ugly.
have
to.
Y'all made it ugly on purpose. So I gotta buy.
We already
I like
spent
the way
whatever
it
amount of
looks.
money on it, and like,
Right.
but most
Right.
people's like living room setups are not white.
Right.
So I think
right.
that's what he's saying. Like, it's gonna be loud,
Yeah.
and
It's
Yeah.
gonna be
Doesn't-
out of place. It's not
it doesn't
like
match.
everything
Right.
that I buy, like in the entertainment system, is probably for all intents and purposes going to be black. You know what I mean? And then you just gonna have this blue and white and black thing just sitting somewhere.
Like a cable box.
Yeah.
Right. Looking like a juiced up router or something.
You know the thing about like what I'm doing right here, like where I'm like switching y'all in and out of like the main picture. I know I'll never put myself in there because I don't want to look at myself.
It's weird.
It is weird. I'll never do it.
Thanks.
I
But
don't like watching myself
you gonna
talk.
have us do it. He said,
Right.
I'm gonna do it to y'all, but I ain't
I
gonna do it.
volunteer.
I'll make y'all the big face, but
Right.
you the big face.
I'm over here producing.
I think you need
I'm
to
over
do
here
it.
producing.
Mhm. So with that said, welcome everybody again. I gotta do it now because I'm the main one talking. Welcome. No, I don't. Let's do this.
No, you got to. Yeah,
Go ahead.
dude.
Welcome everybody to Thank God for the group chat. I was going to do the word of the day, but I don't feel like doing it anymore, and that's the way the soap floats. So, it's the new year. Happy New Year to everybody listening. We thank God
Happy New
for
Year.
all of you who are out there listening weekly. We do this for y'all. Do y'all have New Year's resolutions?
Not really. If I'm being honest, no.
Do you,
I don't.
is the word resolution off-putting? Like, do you have New
Yeah.
Year's goals?
Right. I guess goals would be more of an appropriate word for that. But I don't feel like it's something that I came up with for New Year's. I think I've just been pondering upon this and it's just manifesting, but things take time. So I wouldn't necessarily call it a New Year's goal. It was something that I've been working towards regardless.
Do y'all look
Right.
at? I don't look at the new year like my
The
life is
beginning of
starting
something.
over. Like, yeah, my life is is resetting right here. Like, you know.
No, it does feel like that to me. It does feel like that. Not like my life is starting over, but it does feel like a refreshing. It does feel like a start of something. But I didn't create any resolutions.
I see why
Intentions is
that
a better
is.
word for me, though.
New Year's
Yeah.
intentions. By the
Yeah.
way,
Yeah.
Naima,
I like that.
shout out to Naima. Naima says, "What is Alana listening to?" LOL.
Naima, what are you talking about?
You got
You
headphones
jamming
on.
out over there?
Devin has headphones on. Keith has headphones on. Hi, Naima.
She don't want to know what we listening to.
I miss you and
Yeah, she
congratulations
wanna know
on
what
your
you
new
listening
baby.
to.
Congrats on the baby. I think the baby's name is Harlem,
His name
which
is Harlem.
which is dope.
It is dope. And he's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out to
Oh,
him.
congrats.
Yeah. Dev.
Yeah, on the resolutions thing, I've always despised hearing about like I don't know, people using the year as like a because I've been the type of person I'm like, yo, you can refresh anytime. Every day is a new day.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're looking for the new year, I feel like a lot of people rely on that one change of a number to like spark some new life in them. And for some people, they've mind tricked themselves into it being that. So it does work for some people, but for me, it doesn't because I'm like, bro, you could have made that change before Thanksgiving, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
No, I'm gonna wait.
I look, and then people talking about like blaming the whole year of 2020. I'm like, yo, y'all really personifying these years, yo. Like, time moves on. Like, they're numbers. So I hate the whole I don't do the whole resolution thing. But oddly enough, I say that, but there's a lot of changes in my life kind of happening right now. So I'm not attributing that to the year change, but it kind of goes along with the theme right now. So
The theme.
I don't have resolutions. I think I quit that a long time ago, if I even ever started it. But I think my thing is definitely like things that I want to accomplish within the year. You know what I mean? And then if sometimes I look back on the year and be like, man, what did I do this year? What did I accomplish that I set out to accomplish? You know what I mean?
right.
Years can be bust for me. I can be like, man, that was a wasted year. I mean, even though I don't like to look at it like that, sometimes that's just how I feel.
Yeah.
So I try not to feel that way. It's a motivator for me. Yeah. With that said, a movie came out at the end of the year called Soul. I think that's kind of elusive of what we were just talking about, where a man feels like he's spinning his wheels in life. Did you guys see it? It's called Soul, Disney and Pixar's
I saw
Soul.
it. I
What are your
saw it.
thoughts?
I'm the only one that hasn't seen it yet. I'm about to mute y'all.
Why?
Don't
Not
you
mute
dare.
us.
Look, this
No,
man
I'm just
covered his
playing.
That laugh.
man
It's
covered
so
his
genuine.
headphones.
Covered the
Covered his headphones with them
It's a
still
laugh
attached to
laugh.
his
with them
ear.
on.
You push the
I
sound
ain't-
closer into your ear.
Right.
Um,
Right.
I saw Soul. I watched it Christmas Day with my cousins, and I thought it was a beautiful story. I thought that I did hear that Keith, your opinion of it was not the same. I
You
heard
heard?
that. I did from Turd.
Oh wait, he
Um,
called you or something?
he didn't call me. I think we were texting about it, and he told me, yeah, Keith thinks such and such about it, and I was like, well,
Why does
Keith is
why does my name
Keith is a
stay in Tobias' mouth?
contrarian. I don't know. He likes you a
Okay,
lot.
okay,
Anyway,
that's fine. That's my
I
favorite.
thought Soul was a beautiful movie. I think that it was interesting. It was funny. It kept me engaged because I get very distracted with cartoons these days or animation movies these days. I don't feel like a lot of them are what they used to be when we were younger. So whatever.
It's true.
And I like the storyline. And then I'm a Jamie Foxx fan, like a real big Jamie Foxx fan. So I'm gonna watch it regardless. But I think that it was dope. I think he did a great job playing the character, and I just thought it was a good story. And I thought it was beautiful the way that it was put together. So that's my opinion of it.
Sha, you
What
got a. I'm not even gonna call her a kid, but you got a youngster in your household. Did y'all watch it at all?
Yeah, actually, initially I watched it, but I fell asleep watching it with her, and I had to watch it again, like by myself to finish it.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing I said was, I don't feel like this is a kid oriented movie because there was certain parts of it that was kind of like complex, and I was like, I wonder if a 7-year-old watching this is keeping up with everything that's going on. It What I liked about it, it touched on things that I feel like people tend to forget in the sense that like you can lose yourself, and that's the part that made me say, like, would kids register with that, or are they just looking at it as like the characters in the movie, and like they're just gonna want to go buy it at the Disney store? They don't necessarily know what the story is about. They just maybe like the colors and the characters in the movie. But I did say this is probably for the parents. If we were in the world of going to the movies, the parents would have enjoyed this one. And yeah, I definitely felt like it was for adults.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I stayed engaged.
Hmm.
Maybe that's
think
why I
so, too.
thought it was interesting because it was a kind of a mature content.
Hmm.
Let's
And
back up a little.
understand, I only
Go
fell
ahead.
asleep on it because I was tired. I tried to watch it after a long day. That's the only reason why I was actually upset that I fell asleep. So, yeah.
So with that said, Jamie Foxx is. I mean, everyone knows this goes without saying. Jamie Foxx is a black man. He was portraying a black man in the film. Why do you think we're seeing more black representation? Like, this isn't just true for Disney, but it's true all across the board. Like, why do you think that's the case? Like, all of a sudden, or even
Because of
if
the
you think it's
climate that
all of a
we're
sudden,
in, definitely.
right?
White
Because
guilt.
of everything going on.
Alana said white guilt. I feel like I'm in
Yeah.
Bible study. Alana said white guilt, Amen. Any other answer?
And man, anybody else? Anybody else?
And it's like, in
Anybody
my
else?
opinion, this is like Disney and Pixar like doing their part. You know, it's like they're playing it very safe. It's like we won't come right out and make a statement and donate millions of dollars to Black Lives Matter, but we'll make a movie. It's a win-win here, and we'll have the main character be black.
Devin, I'm gonna unmute you. You better have that mic turned around from up out of your nostrils.
How was it? How was it right now?
All right, good. Go ahead.
How's it right now?
Good.
All right. Give me like a signal or something. Just like do like this.
I have no idea what just happened.
I don't know. Maybe I kicked you out by accident. My fault. Go ahead. Oh, you don't have anything to say?
No, I was gonna agree with Alana for sure. A lot of white guilt going around, and that's. But sometimes it's a mixture. There's some things that are happening where you see like, okay, that's definitely white guilt, and then there's some things that are happening that you see like, there's some that's like white enlightenment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. So I think there's a gray area where there's like mixing. Some of them are, because I've spoken to people, white people that have just been like, just wholeheartedly misinformed their whole lives. And they're like, yo, like, y'all really had some stuff to go through and are still going through some stuff. And so I think it's like a mixture of the guilt and the enlightenment and, just clashing together. And I don't know. I'm here for it. We'll see what happens.
You don't think that white guilt is a form of white enlightenment?
Yes, but yeah, but there's some that the guilt, I believe, comes from those who intentionally knew that they had, racist ingrained thoughts and just didn't care. And then the enlightenment are people that have just been ignorant to the fact, despite the knowledge that's out there of what,
If you say ignorant, I'm going to take it a different way. I'm not going to put words in your mouth, but when you say ignorant, do you mean naive or do you literally mean
Yes.
ignorant?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, just, I don't mean.
And Nick, we're not calling people
naive to the fact.
We're not calling people big nothing on this show. All right.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Big
Nick
what?
Williams. Shout out to Nick Williams. He shouted you out.
He said what?
Nick Williams. I'm not gonna say what he said. He shouted you out. He said your nickname.
Oh.
He said your nickname from years ago. Okay. We won't go down that
Okay.
road. Yeah.
Okay.
You were saying I cut you off.
No, but I was it. Like, just, I've spoken to a few people that just, I genuinely, there's a group out there that they just, from how they were raised and what they were, exposed to, and I'm not giving them this as any type of excuse, so don't think that, but, there's a lot of them that are like really realizing like, y'all been suffering. Like, y'all really have the short end of the stick. And it's like, yeah, we've been talking about it ever since we got over here. But, but yeah, so I think there's a mixture of both, like the guilt coming from those that intentionally knew they had those thoughts and kind of grudgingly, saving face, and stuff like that. And there are those that are genuinely learning about a lot of stuff. So I think it's a mixture of both.
Okay. You think that people, real quick, you think that people that are enlightened don't feel guilty?
I think they do. I think there's a part of them that do.
Can you have what?
Keep trying to figure out what's the difference.
Yeah, no, I understand.
I think it's all white girl. Actually,
That's what he's trying to. I'm like, he's trying to get to something. You ask like different questions, but trying the same question different ways.
No, I mean,
Right.
no, I feel you. I feel you, Devin. Devin has white friends.
Simply playing it. Save
That's what.
yourself. Go off.
Exactly. Devin has white friends, and that's what I'm trying to pull out of. Like, no, Devin, say it.
Playing it.
But you know, man, you know exactly.
I do.
What
It's
you wanna
not.
say.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
That I do.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm not. Yeah. That wasn't a secret enough.
Right. Oh no. I'm not talking about you having white friends. There's no. I have white friends. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I think they all abandoned me at this point, though.
We sound like those white people that get questioned about their racism. No, I know plenty of black people. I work with one, and then I carpool with another one.
Yeah. Oh man, I should be putting these things up. All right, let's switch gears real quick. Let's have some fun real quick. We're gonna play our game WSI. Who sampled it? Somebody commented. Who is this? The cat's out the bag. What up, Justin?
Hey, shout out.
Devin's cousin Justin is in the building.
What up, Justin?
Okay. Who sampled it? Dang, where are you? What well-known 70s sitcom theme song was sampled to create this song?
So what was the question? Tell
I
me.
like
You
that
said
song.
what? Mm-hmm. What's the show? Did you say what's the show or what's the song?
What's the show?
Well, what's the show? You can tell me the song.
Taxi.
The show is Taxi. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What was it, Alana? You said that's a beautiful song. Have you heard it before?
Song. No. It's
oh my
just
goodness!
In that snippet.
Oh man, you'll love it. You'll love it. Check it out.
I would.
Oh,
my
beautiful
goodness.
Oh my goodness.
You sound like Shanae now. Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
that was Tweet Cab Ride. So when I first heard
Tweet.
Oh my goodness, when I first heard the song, I was actually riding with my friend somewhere in like Alabama or whatever. I woke up like I was asleep, and then I heard that song, and I woke up. I said, "What is this?" Right? And after a while, because I kept listening to it, and I said, "Wait a minute. That sounds. What if that is sample? What if that's sampling the Taxi theme song?" I just thought that it might, and sure enough, I listened to it, and it sounded like this. I'm going to run it back.
My album in 05.
Yes, it's called Cab Ride by.
I'm late.
No, we're all late. Everybody's late. Everybody.
No, that song. When did that Cab Ride song come out?
05. That's what album it's on.
All right, here we go.
No.
This is Taxi.
Like the original song.
This is the song Angela. The song is called Angela, and it's the Taxi theme song. Can y'all hear it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I used to watch this at my grandparents' house.
Yeah, that's yes. Again, that is Taxi. That's Angela by Bob James. Yes, even that song is beautiful. I love that song.
I feel like intros and shows back then felt so homey. Like, and I think like the vibe of like people and how they enjoyed entertainment back then is so different. It was so like you were actually at home, you were still, the day was like over and you were like present, right? And like now, I don't know, everything just correlates to like what our lives look like. Our lives are much busier now. They're much quicker. They're much like we could be watching this show at work. So like theme songs don't matter as much. They sound different. Like I'm thinking about Sanford and Son.
When's the last time you heard a real theme song?
You don't get them anymore.
Power.
I'm trying.
Power. That's probably the most relevant.
I don't watch Power.
That doesn't make me like these theme songs. I'm thinking about the show Amen, the Jeffersons. They make me want to be sitting at home still with my family watching TV. Right. They make me want to be sitting at home. Power, I can watch that at work in the background, like on my phone while I'm working on my computer. You know what I mean? Like it's active, it's moving. But anyway,
just like you were saying with today. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Just like Alana was saying with just the times we're in, because back then everything is instant gratification now. The more we progress, the faster we have information, products, anything we want. So back then, like families, we spoke on the phone. If you left the house, you was just gone till you got back. You know what I'm saying? Like things move slower, and people sat down and watched shows. They didn't have cell phones to look at who texted them in between commercials. So I feel like there was a lot more like value put in stuff like that, like the intros. And that's why we remember intros to all those shows from back then. I don't remember intros from shows like that have started past 2010. Like I don't remember none of them intros.
They don't really do them. They show you.
They don't.
They show you the title, and then they hop right into the show, or they have like they either have like a theme song that you already know the words to, so it's not really memorable. Like it's not like directly related to that show, or they have like this little quick blurb, like this 15-second, like just instrumental,
music.
Whatever.
Like the game, even the show All American that's popular right now. I'm thinking the game. I don't know why that popped in my head because I can like remember that instrumental very well. But like that's kind of like how they've been sounding. Like you hear that sound, you know, okay, the game's starting, but it's like 10 seconds, and then they show the football players falling on the field, and then the show starts, and that's it.
Right.
Yeah. They know we have shorter attention spans these days.
Well, whose fault is that?
Right.
Why is the who? It's not a one who.
Man, I've been watching Family Matters for the past maybe 3 weeks now. I'm on season 6. I've learned a whole lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've learned.
I know. I've been watching your updates.
I will never look at this show the same again ever.
You got me not even want to watch it no more. I don't even want to see everything you see now. I want to remember it as it was.
I would love to know what you think because I've never been that big of a fan of that show.
Why weren't you a fan? I'm still a fan of the show, but I think the things I've noticed, maybe you noticed before me.
I don't even think mine was that deep. That's why I want to know what you just gonna feed into me not liking the show that much. So
I'm not gonna do that.
I just never really liked it that much. It never really made me laugh that much. I was just like, oh, it's on. It would be like background noise. I don't think I ever like sat down and I never really enjoyed it. I just never really enjoyed it.
Seriously?
We used to run home for TGIF.
For real.
We used to be like, Urkel.
Other shows, but not Family Matters.
Absolutely.
Man. Family Matters.
I know everybody says that when I say it. It's very controversial.
Yeah.
But that's how I feel.
But
I've been watching
kind of like what people say when I say I don't like cheesecake.
You don't like cheesecake?
You don't like what?
No, I don't like cheesecake.
That's not the big deal. I don't like chocolate.
I don't like cheesecake neither.
All right, so let's go back. Let's go back to this contrarian. Let's go back to this contrarian subject. Then, I think being called a contrarian is super dismissive.
Why?
Huh?
I could assume why, but tell me why so that you feel heard.
Don't patronize me.
I'm not patronizing you.
Don't dismiss me even further.
I'm dismissing your ass. No, I don't want to assume that I know, but I can gather why. But I want to know why you.
I just wanted to say that it's dismissive, and I want that to like wash over you guys' spirit.
Let it sizzle in our spirit.
In the name of Jesus. All right.
Amen. All right, that's it. Thank you for
No, but
hearing
wait,
me.
what?
Thank y'all for
Aren't you
hearing me
supposed
out.
to be talking about what you didn't like about it?
What I didn't like about what? Family Matters?
Family Matters, yeah.
Um, Eddie Winslow is super. He's a narcissist,
In real life.
and he's a
Hmm.
narcissist, and he is a narcissistic abuser. Um, and Steve was the brunt of that. Steve and his family basically was the brunt of that. Steve, his dad, and Waldo were the brunt of his narcissistic abuse. Laura was to a degree. Around season 6, she got out of it. Maybe like season 5, she got out of it. She started noticing, like, wait a minute, this kid is actually a really good friend to all of us. Why are we treating him like this? So she started treating him a little bit better. She still wasn't, but even with that, she was in love with that man from the very first episode he was on.
You think
And
so?
no, I know so. She just tried to hide it till the very end, because she loved him, but she loved her self image more than she loved him. And I hated that.
How old was she at the first episode? Like, what age was she at? Like,
The first
did the
episode?
show make that clear? Yeah,
Oh,
like what?
yeah, they
I'm
were
wondering.
like 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's
But
another
you're gonna
time.
act like that at that age,
Okay,
so
well, the show ended 9 years later.
right. So she went through growth, right? Like she went through growth
Okay.
and growing up as a teenager, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Said
saying.
she
Like
caught
maybe
on
it
earlier.
reflects.
Well, my point is, I get to watch it. It's not a week to week thing anymore, right?
Right.
Yeah.
After I get done with 22 minutes, I watch another 22 minutes of you guys just abusing. And in the Winslow family had a very unhealthy fixation with this man. With this young boy, they had an unhealthy fixation with him. So you live in Chicago, the door is unlocked,
all the time.
and he just walks in.
Doing-
He just walks in to get abused by you guys because there's something wrong with him too. So he walks in, and
Codependent.
y'all just, he's codependent, and y'all just treat him all types of crazy, and then he leaves, and then some days he's gone and y'all be happy, and then a couple days later y'all like, I miss Steve.
Mm-hmm.
It's
You're
ridiculous.
right.
It's ridiculous.
You're right.
I'm almost done. I'm almost done with it. 3 more seasons left.
Oh man.
I messed up.
You're
I
right.
messed up watching Moesha. I messed up watching Boy Meets World. I hate Corey now. I used to think Corey was the coolest kid in the world.
I did too.
Corey
I don't wanna
is-
watch it.
Corey
No.
was stupid.
Corey
watching
is weird.
Corey was stupid.
What you gather from Moesha isn't that doesn't mess up the show. That's just the daddy.
Moesha messes up the show for me.
I wasn't big
Brandy?
on Moesha when it came out.
Mhm.
That's why I
Oh,
didn't
no,
watch
see,
it.
now
That's why I
that
didn't
I
really
can't
watch it
connect
this
to.
time around.
Nope.
Yeah,
I was
mean,
like, wow, I never.
Yeah, I was never.
boy crazy
I was
she
never a big
was.
Moesha.
I was like, yo,
Can't connect to that.
right?
That's
She
how I feel
was
about
Boy
Family
Crazy.
Matters.
So.
yeah, I never
Yeah,
peeped
Lord.
that watch
Yeah.
it when I was young though. I never it never registered to me.
When you a kid, you don't know how teenagers are. The TV is telling you how teenagers are. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Yeah. Then when you get older,
I was
it's
watching
like,
Cheers over Moesha.
you start agreeing with
Like,
the
I
parents
love
as you get older.
Cheers. I love
Did you?
Cheers. I did.
I
used to
liked
watch
Cheers.
Cheers
As
all
I
the
got
time.
older, I
And
grew
Saved by
to
the Bell.
enjoy Cheers. But when I was little, I didn't. Hey, shout out to Nicholas. I saw where he commented before,
Yeah, I just
where
threw it
everybody
back
knows
up
your
there.
name.
Mhm.
Oh, that's the same
It was.
time.
It
Okay.
wasn't relevant before. It's relevant now. So just
Right.
threw it
I
back
was
up.
gonna correct him, and I was just like, maybe-
Pay Nick no mind when
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to. Nick is just
You're
a
right.
troll. That's my business partner though. Shout out to my business.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nick. What up?
All right. So speaking of trolls, Donald Trump is is rating. Alana, what's going on with your boy Donald Trump, man?
So I did listen to the recording.
I'll
but I
play it.
didn't
You want me
listen
to play it?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. You want to introduce it, and then I'll play it.
This is Trump talking to Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger and the United States White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows. about how he want to redo.
He wanted to what?
A redo.
Oh, he want to redo. All right, here we go. It's 4 minutes. We can comment through this because.
We should.
All right, y'all
Well,
let
now
me know.
the whole call was over an hour,
Well,
right?
Yeah,
no,
I just
but
heard this.
This one is 4
Wow.
minutes. So y'all let me know.
Yeah, the
when
whole
y'all
call
want me
is
to
an
post.
hour, and it's out there for people to listen to.
Mhm.
Okay.
We have won this election in Georgia based on all of this. And there's nothing wrong with saying that, Brad. You know, I mean, having a correct, the people of Georgia are angry. And these numbers are going to be repeated on Monday night, along with others that we're going to have by that time, which are much more substantial even. And the people of Georgia are angry. The people of the country are angry. And there's nothing wrong with saying that, you know, that you've recalculated.
Well, Mr. President, the challenge that you have is the data you have is wrong.
Can we pause right here?
Yeah.
So when
Georgia.
Hold
The people are
he when he starts off, he's coming in saying, and based off all of this, we won. All of this is all conjecture. All the rumors that have been started by people who just so happen to be on his side. They are not like hardcore facts. Like he wasn't pulling stuff from a bag and saying, boom, receipt. Based on this. He was like, based on what I heard people in Clayton County say they think happened, and based on what I heard people in DeKalb County say they thought happened, we won. His other points were things like the fact that at his election rallies, he had way more people than Democratic Party, his competition. So those numbers should then translate to the votes. When in fact, people go to rallies even when they are not voting for that person just to be educated or just to be present, because some people just like elections. Like
and getting COVID.
Yeah, like right, it's Atlanta. People like to be in the mix. Like,
shoot, I ain't got it yet. I'm about to go to this rally.
Let me go
get
try
COVID
it
real quick.
Let me try that real quick. So, I mean, the things that he's saying based on all this, they're just dumb. They're dumb. Like that doesn't hold in court. Like if he brought that to court, the judge would laugh in his face. I had a lot of people at my rally, so I have a lot of votes. Because people come to laugh at you. You don't know that you're funny?
He mad funny.
He's extremely funny.
He mad funny.
He's extremely funny.
Hilarious.
He might have got himself into some trouble though with this call.
Might have.
Well, they're still trying to verify exactly in what ways it's illegal, but it is for sure.
There's a sin in here somewhere.
We gotta figure out
There's a sin in here somewhere.
Exactly how many laws you broke. How many laws did you break? That's the question. We know you broke some.
Oh man. All right, shall I proceed?
Proceed.
Yes, indeed.
Oh man. Thank you, Sha. My New Jersey representative.
OC was also from the Wiz, thank you. So I still did quote something.
Oh, okay. Okay. Right. Well, you from Kansas. That makes sense.
Proceed.
Now, do you think it's possible that they shredded ballots in Fulton County? Because that's what the rumor is. And
Like I said.
That's what the rumor is.
So
like
funny,
I
like,
Yo.
So your
This is a
president's
whole
getting his information from the shade room. Your president gets his information from the shade room.
There's a whole president on the phone like, yo, you know what I heard is
With
I
the
need to be up in
Secretary of
here
State
winning.
and the chief of staff for the White House. Saying that's what the rumor is. Do you think there was some that were shredded?
Yo.
Because that's what the
Shredded?
rumor is.
Because I heard some people think it might be shredded.
Here we go.
also that Dominion took out machines. That Dominion is really moving fast to get rid of their machinery. Do you know anything about that? Because that's illegal.
This is Ryan, Germany. No, Dominion has not moved any machinery out of Fulton County. We're having.
Well, but have they moved? Have they moved the inner parts of the machines and replaced them with other parts?
Have they removed the inner parts of the
parts.
machinery and replaced them with other parts?
Have they completely taken apart the machines?
Fam, how narcissistic do you have to be to think that this type of conspiracy is happening? Like, for you to think that you couldn't have just lost this election fair and square.
It's impossible to him. It's impossible to him.
It's impossible. And the funny thing is, going back, and I love that Trevor Noah put that video compilation together of the right side's response to the left back in 2016 talking about voter fraud. It's hilarious because they were like, why don't they just trust the American system? There's nothing wrong with the voting in America. There's nothing wrong. Like, all Fox News outlets was like, they're tripping. There's nothing wrong with the election. And now here they are in 2020. They are crying, and it is hilarious.
So funny.
I don't even care about politics that much, but it is just hilarious. It is hilarious. I'm loving it.
We got like 3 more minutes of this. Hold on. I'm gonna try to not laugh.
Yeah, let's get through it.
You sure, Ryan?
I'm sure.
You should want to have an accurate election. And you're a Republican.
We believe that we do have an accurate election.
No, I know you don't. No, you don't. You don't have. Not even close. You're off by hundreds of thousands of votes.
You're off by hundreds of thousands of votes.
You know what they did, and you're not reporting it. That's a criminal offense, and you can't let that happen. That's a big risk to you and to Ryan, your lawyer. That's a big risk. But they are shredding ballots, in my opinion, based on what I've heard.
Based on what I've heard.
Removing machinery, and they're moving it as fast as they can.
Both of which are
criminal fines, and you can't let it happen, and you are letting it happen. I'm notifying.
Now I'm
notifying you that you're letting it happen.
Yes, I'm gonna blame you for this whole election.
Wait, the fact that he said they are moving machines and they're doing it really fast. So somebody somewhere in Georgia pushing machines real fast to get them out the way. Right now, this election ended 2 months ago. They are still today pushing machines by foot. They
pushing them off foot. That's what
by foot. And no one knows where they are.
And we don't see them. They only go at night.
Right.
Yeah.
They only go at night.
This reminds me of barbershop.
We need to hit
barbershop
these streets.
With that ATM.
That's literally what Alana's talking about.
That's what I'm envisioning. That's what I'm envisioning. Just pushing these machines. We got it with the votes. We gotta hide the votes. 11,000.
You're letting it happen. So look, all I want to do is this.
All I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780 votes. I just want to find them.
When you change it from they have taken them to I want to find, it means low key. However, you can create.
Exactly.
Yep. 11,780 votes.
He sounds like a gangster.
He is.
Mm-hmm. I just want you to find 11,000.
Trump is the political mob.
Like this number exactly. Mm-hmm. I just want you to find this number exactly.
He knows exactly how much he needs to
11,780 votes, which is one more than we have, because we won the state. So tell me, Brad, what are we going to do? We won the election, and it's not fair to take it away from us like this.
How old are you?
And it's going to be very costly in many ways.
It's going to be very costly
in many ways,
which is a threat.
In many ways.
Political thug.
Yes.
Political thug. He's a mob. He's the mob.
Who wants to be in Trump's mob? I mean, I get it.
Mark Meadows, man on his phone.
Yeah, I get
it. Chocolate and Dime, what their names is?
Re-examine it, and you can re-examine it, but re-examine it with people that want to find answers.
Re-examine it with people that want to find answers.
Re-examine it with people who want me to win too.
Yes.
It is not about integrity. It is about me winning. Let me be clear about that.
Not people that don't want to find answers. I'm hearing Ryan.
Because one doesn't mean the other.
I'm sure a great lawyer and everything.
Wait, Alana, you sound great today. What's happening?
I don't know, Grace.
Wait, are you hooked that mic up?
She's gonna be like, my other podcast gave me
I'll
this
talk
mic.
to you about this mic, but no, I don't. This is the same mic you gave me the first time.
That ain't the mic I'm talking about.
I know. You talking about the one I just got in the mail.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll have to figure that out.
But he's making statements about those ballots that he doesn't know. But he's making them with such, he did make them with surety, but now I think he's less sure because the answer is they all went to Biden. And that alone wins us the election by a lot. You know, so.
Mr. President, you have people that submit information, and we have our people that submit information, and then it comes before the court, and the court then has to make a determination. We have to stand by our numbers. We believe our numbers are right.
Well, under law, you're not allowed to give faulty election results, okay? You're not allowed to do that, and that's what you've done. This is a faulty election result. And honestly, this should go very fast. You should meet tomorrow because you have a big election coming up, and because of what you've done to the president, you know, the people of Georgia know that this was a scam. And because of what you've done to the president, a lot of people aren't going out to vote. And a lot of Republicans are going to vote negative because they hate what you did to the president. Okay? They hate it.
Pause it, please.
That makes
Did
no
he say?
sense, bro.
Yo,
Are they going to
Yo.
vote or not? Are they going to vote or not?
That makes
Because
no
first,
sense, bro.
because you didn't do it, they're not going to go vote. But then because you did this, the Republicans are going to vote negative. What is negative? Because negative is
I'm
not an
mad the man
option
said
on the
the
Senate
president.
runoff election.
Negative meaning Democrat.
yeah, they're gonna.
So then how?
Negative.
Okay.
He said.
And the people that
said
want to
his
vote,
name.
they're going to vote negative.
Retarded.
Yo, I'm mad that as a people of Georgia, I want to say that I'm not included in that number.
Oh my God.
Yes, you are.
They're
No,
gonna
not
vote
the number
negative.
that he's talking about. The people of Georgia are mad. I'm as a people of Georgia, I'm not
Nobody's-
mad.
I ain't heard nobody tell me they
Nobody
mad.
in Georgia is mad. Let's be real.
Nobody
Everybody
told me
out
they
there
were
having
mad.
a
Right.
good time. Stop playing. Everybody's out
Nobody
there
told me
having
they
a
were
good
mad.
time. Ain't nobody
Well,
mad.
look, let me tell you, there's some places out here. There's plenty of places still out here. As we get further away from Atlanta, they get
Fulton
rowdy.
County. Getting away from
Yeah,
Fulton.
yeah, right.
Well, let's just say the part we get out, they live. Okay? They
not
having a
upset.
good
Right.
old time.
Oh man, I was in the city the day the election, the results ended, and oh man, I was like, wow, this is beautiful. But anyway, all right. Are we continuing? Is that the end of it?
I think-
Fake news.
I think Keith is frozen. And now he's gone.
Oh snap!
How
So
can he be
there's that.
gone if he's like
Yeah,
that?
he can't be gone, right? If we're still here.
Right.
Oh, his videos.
Oh snap! Party without Keith.
We ain't got no parents here.
Hey.
We ain't got no parents here.
Oh man.
Keith ain't nobody father.
He is somebody's father now.
Yeah. Oh, he
Yes.
definitely is.
So what, y'all do anything for New Year's?
I was
Just
at my
bring it in
friend's
with
house.
the
Well, I
family.
did go to a church service, but then I went to my friend's house.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Bring it in with
What'd
the
you do,
fam.
Shy?
Bring it in with the fam. And it was the first time in like 3 years because my sister was home like that. Like we were all home. And
Right.
you know, our tradition of giving everyone a hug and a kiss. And just
Shy,
have
I've
it
been
all
seeing
here.
you. I've been seeing you post your family, and y'all all have the same pretty teeth.
Thank you.
How that work? Everybody has
mom.
the
How'd that
same
work?
teeth. They're like perfect.
Thank you. Yeah. No,
Like
we get it
braces,
from
like
mommy.
braces after
My mom.
pictures. That's what y'all do, like a group of braces after posters. What did you do,
Old
Dad?
Colgate commercial Shy.
Yeah.
I was just with the parents.
You're with your parents?
Yeah, I was just with the parents. Yeah, pretty much. They had a little church service thing on Zoom or whatever, but yeah, I didn't do much.
He's back with his green screen.
Y'all ain't supposed to be seeing this.
That's all wrinkled.
Did you watch the blood drop?
Huh?
I did actually.
I didn't.
Wasn't it kind of sad looking? Because it wasn't as like.
Yeah, it was 3 people.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like it just looked lonely.
People in people in cages on in Times Square. You see the people in the boxes.
Yeah. So
and the little,
how do you go from telling people not to go out there? Don't come. We're gonna turn you away in a whole night, and then we're watching it on TV, and it's like, oh, so like people were able to go, like that's a smack in the face. You got some people that like that's a real life tradition for them, like to go out there, and it's just like you take that away, but they get to sit here and see select people do it. Like I was
they probably got to pick a select few or something like that,
right? I was like,
yeah,
like you got
That's cool though. I don't want to be in one. I wouldn't want to be in them little. I wouldn't want to be in one of them little jungle gyms they had out there for full grown people. I'm like, why they got these people in little? You see them little social distance boxes? Like, look like y'all in a Rugrats playpen.
Yeah, there weren't many people there.
For real.
At all.
Not compared to family, babe.
All right.
What?
I'm like, yeah, you just looking upset that your backdrop.
It's showing, right? I feel exposed.
Yeah. I saw you pull a sheet, like, you know.
You don't live. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Like, surprise!
You don't live with superheroes.
Tony Stark.
You're not Iron Man.
You're not Iron Man.
Imposter. How dare you?
You ain't Charles Barkley.
That's Space Jam.
You ain't no Charles Barkley. That's my.
Oh my God, that's funny. What a good movie.
Big up.
Yeah. Be gone, wanna be.
Be gone. And she was that little girl was hilarious.
For the longest of time, I did not know that was a little girl, bro. I was like,
and a lot of people, that's why I was saying that, because a lot of people didn't. She was rough.
Word.
Be gone, wanna be. Be gone.
Tomboy ever. I was
she was such a tomboy.
I was a little boy. Like, don't get it messed up. Like, you can be a tomboy and still be like cute. Like, she was giving
I wasn't
you.
Cute. I wasn't a cute tomboy until high school.
Boy vibe. Like,
I wasn't. My grandparents thought I was a lesbian. I'm not lying. They did.
Yeah, it's bad when it's your grandparents. So you supposed to be able to like things supposed to.
If you don't like dresses and skirts, then you're gay. Yeah. And it's like, no, I just really want to look like Allen Iverson. I wanted Allen Iverson, Vince Carter, Kobe. That's where I got my fashion.
I'm with you there. I still miss my. I still miss my black and white Iverson.
I'm dead serious. My mom used to take me to Nike to go school shopping.
Yeah.
I only wanted to look like on the court. That was it. On the court. I did braid my hair like him. I did do that.
I definitely wore his braids for sure.
Definitely braided my hair like
They thought I was a lesbian until I got in high school and got a boyfriend. And they still wanted me to wear more dresses. They talked to him. They were genuinely concerned.
Still not wearing enough dresses. Wow. Are we Keith, are we going back to the
I still don't care from them.
What we was talking about? Did you still have that up, or we gonna move on from that?
What? I have what up?
Because we was talking about Trump, and I don't think we finished.
Go for it. If y'all not done talking,
I didn't know if you still had the video of where we was at.
No, I wasn't gonna play anymore anyway. We got the gist.
Oh, okay, all right, okay.
He was bullying that man.
I'm just enjoying seeing this whole. I'm just watching him kicking and screaming like a child. Is just like, look at this grown man. Like, look at money not buying happiness. Like, just go somewhere and enjoy life, bro. Like, I don't know, go do something. You gonna get evicted out of Mar-a-Lago after 3 weeks, but you know what I'm saying? Like, go somewhere, bro. Go somewhere.
Right?
Enjoy life.
Kind of like going to your next venture, right?
You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. That's what happens when you're born into money sometime like that, and you get everything handed to you like that. Like,
Trump don't want to go to jail.
I think he might flee the country. What y'all think he gonna do after? I think he's gonna leave. He can't stay here.
Huh? They're gonna take him. They're gonna see that passport.
They got witness protection for the rest of their life.
That mother gonna sneak in somewhere. My name is Jonathan.
Not witness protection.
He gonna flip the hair to the other side. I'm not Donald. My name is David.
David.
Donald's hair is over here. My hair is over here.
Kevin, I've changed my look by a lot.
My name is David Dump, and I would like to end your
David Dump.
David Dump.
You know he too stupid. He gonna make it rhyme.
Devin.
What?
Make what rhyme?
Trump would dump.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Don't try to call me. I know David and Donald don't.
David? No, I'm not. I'm David Dump.
I'm David Dump. Oh man.
I'm gonna be laughing at that.
I love
days.
it.
If
I love
anything
it.
that you said comes to like,
oh, he's such a nut. Oh my god,
no words, bro. Like,
he's trying to stay out of prison.
Part of this, any aspect of this comes to life.
I'm excited to see what happens.
Can we talk about how Steve Kerr needs to be fired?
Okay.
Absolutely. Well, wait. Well, did we not see this coming? Did we not see this coming? Yes or no?
See what coming?
Him being exposed.
He got exposed last year to me, in my opinion.
But they didn't. But they had the excuse of him not having a full roster.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it was easy to dismiss it. But he's truly being exposed, in my opinion, only off the strength that, okay, just because you played with greats doesn't mean that you can admire the game, you can study it, you can master it in the whole time. But sometimes it just comes down to the simple thing of making a team bond and believe in one goal. And I'm like, it always takes, like, in my opinion, it always takes somebody on that team to push the win. Whether it's the Splash Brothers, whether it's KD coming to the team, or in all these big giant trades and the whole nine. I never felt like they really had one goal, they working as a team, in my opinion. I'm like, that's something that that's when a coach steps in. Like, you found a way to make all these personalities come together and play together that they look like one movement in one sense. And I'm like, a lot of times when you're watching a Warriors game, it's like nonstop pickup to a degree. Like you know how you go to the park and it's like you don't know nobody, you just pick up people, and it's like everybody got to show what they can do, and it's like maybe one team is better than another, whatever, but everybody's getting their points off or getting their moves off. Sometimes I was watching a Warriors game, that's what it felt like. I was like, this is like a really good pickup team right here. Like, that can't be stopped. Nobody could get them on court. Like, but I never felt like, oh yeah, this team is, they got it. They bonding. Like, the glue is all the way there, and they are working on one goal. I never felt that. I just felt like there was a mean, non-stop winning pickup team.
I felt like it was that when Kevin Durant got there, prior to, You saw them running sets a little bit. You know what I mean? But for the most part, you could tell, like, yeah, they were just out there having fun and just shooting the ball, setting picks, and shooting the ball. You can't do that now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows who the shooter is on the team. Everybody knows who the shooter is. Everybody knows who the ball should go to.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just crash the board, and that man is going to shoot the ball. As a coach, he should know his he should know who's on his team and accommodate and play and make them play to their strengths. You have to call plays now. Steph Curry scored 62 points last night. Why? Because he had to. I think the next highest scorer was Andre Wiggins. Andre Wiggins is a small forward. He got 21 points. He should be averaging at least 17 points a game. Andre Wiggins. He should be the next leading scorer on that team. Period. Like, fam, whether you on or not, we're giving you the ball. You know what I mean? It's just weird. And yes, I think he needs to, like, fam, you got to do something. I'm tired of you waiting for Clay to come back. You was waiting on Clay to come back last season. There's no excuse for us not to make the playoffs. If we get in there by the skin of our teeth, that's fine. I'm fine with that. At least we tried. I don't like the idea that we're warriors when we're championship contenders, but it's okay for Steph Curry to sit out in the fourth quarter when we down by 20 at the top of the fourth. You know what I'm saying? I've seen us fight back when we had like our full roster. You know what I mean? I've seen us fight back, and I say us because I am a Warriors fan. But it's just become ridiculous now. And like the comments that he makes is just like super nonchalant. He was like, I guess I deserve this because I was doing this to teams for the past 5 years. It's like, fam, stop making light of this. It says my job is secure no matter what, and I'm waiting on this guy to come back. What if he doesn't come back? What if he comes back and he's not the same player? He's had 2 major injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Him being Klay Thompson. Like, fam, it takes your legs to shoot, and he's injured his legs twice. It's ridiculous. He's not going to be the same.
It's pivotal injuries. Like, these are game-changing injuries. They're not like sprain ankle or break. Like, these are gosh.
Right. That's all I gotta say about that. Steve Kerr, I think Mark Jackson needs your job or needs his job back because he built them and you just capitalized off of him. I mean, no offense to our white listeners, but that's what white people be doing. Capitalize. What's next on the agenda?
I'm sorry, I don't have it in front of me.
Because I'm using my phone.
Woman accused.
Oh, you using your phone?
Mm-hmm. This is an iPhone, damn.
So you can
What's that mean?
do that.
What's that mean?
He could do that.
Oh, that you don't have one.
Because it's basically a computer.
I mean, I'm on my phone.
But you couldn't tell I was on my phone.
It wasn't because of the camera quality. That's what you're trying to say. It's not because of your camera quality.
I
just assume that you're on your laptop.
Dev, your Android doesn't even look as grainy as most.
Yeah. So props to you.
Your Android doesn't look as grainy as most.
It's as grainy. Thank you.
I mean, it's clearly not as clear as Keith's iPhone, but it's not the worst I've ever seen.
I appreciate that backhanded comment.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Not bad for Android.
It's the best I can give you.
Not bad for Android. Where did Keith go?
I'm here. I'm back up on my boo.
That's my song.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, they
Yeah,
not letting me
definitely.
play. They not letting me play, man. Come on. I'm trying to play. I'm back. Back in Tony Stark's
Hey.
basement.
Yeah.
Back in Tony Stark's basement. So Sharice wanted to talk about this lady in a hotel who accused this 14-year-old African American child of stealing her cell phone, which she found later in an Uber. The Uber driver returned it to her. Okay, Sharice, you had a lot to say about it, you said. Can't wait to
Yeah.
hear this open shut case.
Thanks for the intro. And it's
Mhm.
not even gonna be long. I just think that sometimes I think people do it for the gram to a degree. So this took place in Lower Manhattan, in the Arlo Soho, I think that was the name of it, boutique like hotel. So you getting the vibes that it's like fancy smashy and all this stuff. And as I'm not sure if anyone has ever lost their phone. It's like this weird sense of panic comes over you, and it is a different type of panic in the sense that depending on like how new the phone is or what's on the phone and all that good stuff comes into your mind. So that's where the panic comes
Yeah.
from. And I'm speaking from
Mhm.
experience. Like understand this. This I'm not sure if you guys know that it is a video out of this whole incident. Some I think the father started
Yeah,
recording.
I'm not gonna play it. Last time I played a video, I got kicked off, and I got kicked out of Tony Stark's basement. So just imagine, just imagine what happened.
so um while you're watching the video, it's like she is convinced that boy's phone is hers. Like she never even thought to say like, oh, that looks like my phone. Like everybody has an iPhone. I should ask him to use his phone so I could call my phone. Not like no, it was instantly that's my phone. And what I thought was strange about that was the fact that it's like how many people in the whole world have an iPhone? Like you're more likely to
Right.
see someone with an iPhone right next to you that's a complete stranger. I mean, I was just in London Walmart today, and I'm not, I mean, she was older. I'm not going to automatically say she was like a grandma, but an elderly lady was in line and her phone was ringing, and I'm sitting here like that's iPhone, and then of course because I wasn't expecting her to have an iPhone, but she pulled out her phone and she was like, "I'm coming, I'm in line." Da, 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 da. And I'm saying here like this is not normal. Like for people to have a similar phone, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, the privilege here is like ridiculous. So they described the incident as her being like standing behind the hotel manager and her like spitting what she got to say, like that's my phone, give me my phone, all this other stuff. And the father's like, what you think is only one iPhone in the whole wide world and all this other stuff. And the guy was like, the manager goes, let me get your phone. Like just give me the phone. I'm trying to help. And the dad goes, you're not helping. Like that's not helping the situation. And all the while I'm sitting here like they're both customers and you chose a side. Like you're
Mhm.
definitely not supposed to do
Mhm.
that. Like I was like,
Mhm.
that's messed up in itself. Now this was the part that blew my mind. So the father and son decide to leave because they ain't got time for it because they know for a fact that's their phone. They go to leave and the girl runs and tackles the little boy.
Oh.
I said at this point you have seriously lost your mind. Like I was like the father in my opinion was better than most because I said I would have kicked the living crap out of that woman. I'm so sorry. You don't tackle nobody over no cell phone. I said, push come to shove. If you are convinced that that is your phone, you call up people. You say,
You,
look, somebody stole
you
my
tackle
phone,
them if
and
you
get
don't
on.
want your news delete.
Man, listen. I said. not over no phone.
What?
Like, I was like, no, absolutely not. Like, you tackle a 14-year-old and you a grown woman over a phone? You lost your mind. Like for real, for real.
Shot,
You
I have
lost
a
your
question.
mind. So,
Shot, because I saw like the main video. When did she came back? Like, how did it happen when she came back to the hotel? Like, she came back and she just saw them. Was it like the first? Like, is that what happened?
I'm gonna assume that she thought this is what I
You
think.
got my phone.
Right, like I'm
this
trying
is what
to,
I'm gonna assume.
because that's what I don't
She
know yet.
really thought she placed it down somewhere in the hotel. Like, I think she completely forgot about the Uber ride. I just think
If
she
she just
automatically
walks in
thought,
there and saw the
right,
first iPhone, it was like,
You did it.
right. Like, it's like in that moment, I felt like it clicked. Like, oh, I forgot I had the phone. Oh, you got my phone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no. Like, you little psychotic motherfucker.
It's crazy.
Like, no.
There's
Like,
something wrong with her.
absolutely not.
No, there's definitely something wrong with her because
Right.
you can tell if it's your phone just by looking at the screen. You can tell that it's your phone just by him not being able to open it because he doesn't know your passcode. You know what I mean? You can tell that it's not your phone
By the
or
cover.
That's what I'm saying.
By the
Like,
cover.
Well, they never showed the screen or anything, right? Because she was like, "Well, show me the screen," and it was like, and rightfully so.
That's not. He could have.
They did that. Well, not that they had to do anything. I was just.
They don't have to,
how,
but I'm
like,
saying in irritation, I would have done that. Like I would have been like,
right,
no,
yeah, me too.
Like
exactly.
I would have honestly, I would have told her. I would have been like, "Hey, yo, you want to like call your number? Bet this mug don't ring. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, call your number.
Right.
Call your number. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really crazy right now. And I'm gonna
work-
continue to walk away because I know this phone's not about to ring. Like,
I won't say where I was working, but I was working at a job where where we did creative stuff and all of that. There were some expensive stuff in that studio that we worked in. We were all upstairs. We were in the zone. We heard someone come in. We heard like a noise, but our door was closed upstairs. We heard someone come in, and so I walk out and I just see some dude with a bag, and he goes, "Oh, my bad. I was just looking for the bathroom." Da 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 da. And I was like, "Nah, this this ain't the bathroom. This ain't a public place." Da 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 da. My coworker, who happens to be white, calls him back, chases him down or whatever. I don't know. Somehow he got a hold of him, and he's like, "What's in your bag?" And he's like, "Just my computer." And he was like, "Do you mind if I take a look at your computer?" And he was like, "Nah, this is mine." And he shows it to him. He was like, "Do you mind logging into it? Like, log into it." And then they had the little dispute, like, "No, I'm not about to log into it. This is mine, bop, 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 this, that, and the third." And he comes to me later and asks me if he handled it correctly because he's white. And of course, well, let me not say of course. He was white and the assailant was black. And he said, "Did he handle it correctly?" And I said, "You handled it correctly up until a point." And he was like, "What point was that?" I said, "The moment you asked him to log into his own stuff to see if it was his or not." I'm like, "I think right there." He's like, "Well, I was just trying to see if it was his." I'm like, "Fam, you can kind of see if it was his the moment, the moment that you look at it and see that it has stickers on it, and you know that it ain't none of ours." You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. Like, was there so much equipment there that maybe y'all stuff wasn't easily identifiable?
No, and that was the thing. You know what I mean?
Because I'm like, you should know your equipment if you, once you place your eyes on it.
Yeah, I'm like, there's a breach of privacy, and I'm like, and maybe I said, for all intents and purposes, maybe he was looking for the bathroom. I don't know. He probably wasn't, but that probably means that I'm not sure. You know what I mean? And so, so like, you just gotta, at that point, you just make sure that he didn't get anything of ours. and let it go. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so no, I agree with them. I'm not opening up my phone for you. It's not your phone. It's mine. I know for a fact it's my phone. Now you tackling me, you assaulted me, and this ain't the last you'll be hearing from us. That's for daggone sure. I'm 14, and you profiled me.
Yep.
And there were many steps. There were many steps you could. And Jevin said she was crazy. I agree. There were many steps that you could have taken in your mind before you even get to the thought of
physically attacking.
Physically attacking.
Or even accusing me. Period.
Word.
And I want to commend the father. They said he's a famous jazz saxophonist. Was that right? I want to commend him too for holding himself together like he did, because just like Sha said, like I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? Like I would have done it. You know, I don't know what it's like to even have a child, but I imagine that you would want to put your hands around anybody's throat that's threatening or harming your child or wanting to harm them. And in this day and age, and when everybody's got a camera phone out, everybody's got, you know, you just call them phones now. We don't call them camera phones anymore now because they all got them. But
I'm about to start calling them camera phones.
We should. I'm gonna start calling them camera phones. But he held himself together so well, and that goes it goes back to, you know, makes me think of, you know, things that are instilled in us by our parents. Like we have to be so much better. We have to. It's like unfair, but we have to watch how we move so carefully, because even though they were the ones being attacked, clearly, I felt like if he would have physically retaliated, then the whole thing is it's almost like it'll be for naught. You know what I'm saying? Like it would have, you know what I'm saying? There's a million ways the news could have spun that and this and that, and they only show that part. And you know what I'm saying? Justice for crazy lost phone lady. You know, like, so I'm super proud of how he handled that and held himself together. He did awesome. And I want to like big shout out to him for that.
He sure did. Because Lord, I would have lost it. As soon as I would have saw her tackle my baby, I would have lost it.
Right.
I'm so sorry.
You just would have seen a video of Sha beating her down.
Don't tackle my kid for no phone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hell, don't tackle. If he did still, let me handle that. Don't touch my kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
What you think about Keith?
Why was this recorded?
Because people record everything.
The father recorded, right?
Yeah, I think he did it as proof to show, like.
Yeah,
crazy,
he did it because he know what times we live in.
If she tried to flip the story, I have proof.
Yeah.
Because I think like much had happened prior to her, prior to him pulling out his phone, because it seemed like it starts to make conversation.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the video. Sha, can you send it to me?
Yeah.
Well. Yeah, I felt like once he noticed that the situation was turning the way it was, he got his phone out like, yo, let me get my own recording of this for somebody have some wrong angle or something happening or something like that. And that's further what motivated him to keep his composure and just, you know, so I think he did that perfectly.
He did. I'm with you. I'm just letting y'all know.
I already know.
I'm just letting y'all know. That's not how it's going down for me. It's just not. No. Not me. Not my love. No.
Let me look at the last topic.
I'm not with that at all.
Yeah.
All right. So, lastly, Snoop and Eminem are beefing, and Sharice wanted us to talk about that also. Snoop Doggy Dogg,
Snoop
and
Dogg,
Doggy Dogg.
Eminem.
and Eminem.
Snoop Doggy Dog.
Yo, I thought about that today. All right, so real quick, I'll let y'all in on a little inside joke. Let y'all. It might not be funny to y'all, but this is the reason why we're laughing. I've known Devin is like my first like friend. You know what I mean? So we grew up in church together for a long time, and we were getting scolded. Well, not us individually, but like all the kids were getting scolded by one of the deaconesses at our church, and she was like, "Y'all listen to," and she started naming rappers and like naming rappers that we didn't even really listen to at the time. You know, like y'all, Cool Mo D. LL Cool Mo D. LL Cool J. DOC. Niggas with attitude. Snoop Doggy Dog.
Doggy Dog.
It's
Yo.
the
Cut it
Doggy
out.
Dog.
Cut
Doggy
it
Dog.
out.
Cut it out.
Yeah, she would say a few more words, and her comeback repeater line was "Cut it out."
Why didn't she
And
just
me
say
and
niggas with attitude? Why shouldn't she say NWA?
right.
Negroes with attitude.
Negro.
That's how they say it.
Right.
Instead of thinking that y'all niggers with altitude, you want to be niggas with attitude.
Yo, it took us everything. We was trying not to, like, we were dying laughing.
No, we was laughing.
Yeah, we was.
And they were afraid.
That,
They
but
were
we was-
afraid to say anything to me because my dad was the pastor. So I got away with it a lot.
We did.
Like if they would have
Like
known my
listening
dad
to
for
niggas
real,
with
they
attitude.
would have known my dad did not care. If I was getting in trouble,
Right.
I was getting in
Yep.
trouble.
Yep. But yeah, so the beef. Are go? That's Shaw, right?
Yeah.
We started
Okay,
off
so
Devin
they're
trying to be my
calling it a
beat
beef, but honestly, I think it's a beef. Like I just think it's um an opinion. And if of course if you don't like what's said and you take it the wrong way, then it's blown way past the proportion. Um, we all know like rap takes like courses, like it evolves as time goes. Um, when you go as far as back as like where it originated to where it is now, it is completely different. Um, with that being said, Snoop was on the Breakfast Club, and he basically was speaking on um, who he considers like the great MCs from his time, and he basically went on to say like how Dr. Dre was so great at what he did that he was able to make um, Eminem be who he is. Like he's not that great of an artist. Like he went on to say that he can do without Eminem, like his whole catalog and everything he brought to the game. Again, I felt like that was just an opinion. Like you know what I'm saying? You guys clearly he had an impact, and it's people out here who need his music and feel completely opposite of that. But I felt like Snoop. It was kind of weird to me that Snoop compared Eminem to like Rakim and those artists because it's like the gap there is ridiculous. Like I don't see how you made that comparison. So that's why I kind of see why Eminem felt attacked in a sense. And of course, everybody's top 5 greatest rappers of all time or MCs of their choosing is going to reflect multiple things. One, where they're from, 2, their age, and when they started listening to rap, and like more importantly, the type of rap that they're into. You know what I mean? Different styles. So I think it's just an opinion that's being blown out of proportion because of who they are, Snoop, and then of course M. but I didn't like putting it in the song. I didn't really like how he did it because I was like, oh, that was clever. Like, I guess like that's how I felt when I heard it, and then Snoop just went on to say like, oh, I'm not responding to that. That was weak. In so many ways, that's what he said. But you know, Snoop going cuss, so, and I'm trying not to cuss on the podcast anymore. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Why you smile like?
I know.
Like y'all be proud of me.
be proud because it's hard. I'm really over here thinking.
Hey,
like,
next week I'm bringing back. I got a little connector. So next week I'm bringing back Sound Man. Y'all never met Sound Man. Only Lon has met Sound Man. Speaking of which, surprise, surprise, Lon Richardson is here. Long awaited, sir. How are you?
I'm good, bro.
How you doing, man?
I'm
Long time no
good.
hear from you.
I know, man. I'm just here trying to get stuff done like a little old man.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So since you came here on the back end, I was gonna say something else, but Sharice decided not to curse, so we're gonna take the E off of it.
That's disappointing.
Since you came in on that, well, I'm glad we turning over a new leaf on this podcast. I'm gonna get your thoughts on what we talked about. You could wrap up the episode for us. I'll just get like some hot takes from you real quick.
Yeah.
But did you listen to this? Do you know anything about the Snoop Doggy Dogg, and Marshall Mathers beat?
I've seen some. I don't know, man. I feel like Eminem is bored.
Okay.
I just feel like he has money. And usually people with a lot of money have time. And it's just like, it could be whatever, bro. I don't, like, he, of all people, should know Snoop is not. Like, come on, bro. If Snoop had a problem with you, bro, you don't think he would have told you by now. You know, it's just, yeah.
Well, the thing, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Well, by the way, what's up, Lon? Long time no see, bro. I hope you're well.
Thank you, bro. Hope y'all too.
That's Devin, man.
Yeah, I know what Devin looks like.
I don't know if I don't know if all y'all on y'all phones or not.
Oh, like some people might just be audio.
No, I don't know if y'all could see on y'all little camera phone. Good.
Why don't you be getting the shots? Like, oh my god, go ahead.
Sorry.
Coming from he's stupid. So I do love Eminem. I love Snoop. I love a lot of music. I've never put Eminem. Eminem is kind of like in his own little category. And so I agreed, especially when Shah was saying that, like, I didn't understand why Snoop compared him to like the rappers he compared him to on the Breakfast Club. Like, I never, because his style, not the style, but like what he raps about, it's nothing that can be compared to those rappers. So even though M's been one of my favorite rappers, I've never compared him to people like that. I've put him in his own little, like, I like Nas, I like, all the people I like, and then like, you know what I'm saying? And then like, I love him, but I love him because he didn't try to fit any type of mold. He just did what he did. You know, he had, the big help of Dre, of course. But so I don't think, like, as far as like why M put it in a song, and this is one of the reasons I've always liked them, is because it's gonna sound like what the Trump people would be saying, but I've liked him because he didn't care. I like, like he was never moved by anything. If he did it, it's because he felt like doing it. He didn't feel like, it's just like he wanted to do it. He didn't care, like it, so he put it in the song. I don't think he was super butthurt by it.
Hey,
but that's what M does.
Kim in the trunk in my songs, I'm gonna put Kim in the trunk in my song.
You're right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how he's always been.
If I want to drive off,
he's just
drive one of my fans off a cliff. I'm gonna
But that makes me.
Yeah.
But that
I'ma
makes
do
me
it.
feel like I feel like he's mad emotional in his music. So that really makes me feel
M
like
is
he
mad
just
emotional,
cares.
and he's never hidden that. He's never hidden that. You know what I'm saying? Like
That
he's
is
always. He's never lied.
Right,
That.
so
He's
that's
never said
giving
I'm not
me that's
emotional.
giving me more the reason thinking like he does care about Snoop saying that about him. Like
He
like in
cares,
the
but he
bar,
doesn't.
I think he said something like, what did he say? He said, I used to look at you as a god, but it's something
Yeah.
I had dog backwards or something like that. And
Yeah,
I
he
was
stole that
like,
from me.
I was
I
like,
definitely
oh.
line. No, I definitely had that line like 9 years before. But go ahead.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. But
But I
yeah,
was
no, I
like,
think
He
it's
stole
just
that line from me.
You
How
did?
did he hear it, Keith?
I put out a mixtape.
I wasn't even going. Look, Alana's going there. I wasn't going to go there. She said, how did he hear it?
I wasn't even trying to be funny. I
Y'all
was
don't
just
know what
like,
rooms I've been in.
I'm just telling I'm asking. How did he hear it?
oh damn, it was
Somebody said, "Listen to this." He said, "I'm gonna steal it. Ain't nobody gonna hear it. They gonna think I said it."
Heard that new fresh
Thank
air
you for
joint.
clarifying.
keep on the
I'm-
check.
But
Yeah. I'm
but yeah,
coming
no,
for my royalty.
I just think M was being M, and just and a lot of it does come out of boredom. I think he is bored. You know what I'm saying?
He's
But
bored.
yeah, he's bored. But
What's gonna
like,
do? I can't do no drugs anymore. I'm sober. I'm just gonna rap.
yeah, he's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. I'm here for it. I agree.
Alana,
I don't hate, and I love Snoop too. So
11 years
Yes.
sobriety, by the way. We need to clap it
Yes.
up for him. 11 years of sobriety.
you have anything you want to add to this?
I've just been laughing because I think it's funny. I think it's funny that Eminem made a song about it. Is that what you're saying he did, Sheree? Or did he just
No,
put it in a song?
not a whole song,
basically,
just
not a whole song.
just
He
a
got
line.
Okay.
I say the last couple of bars in the song before it ended. Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought
I'll
that
shoot
was
you the
funny.
article.
Please do. I mean, I don't know anything about this. I just think it's funny because they're both old.
I didn't
and-
either. And then I looked up the TMZ article
and
covers it pretty well.
They
I'll send it
are
to you.
old, and Snoop doesn't care. And Eminem is emotional, and that's funny. That dynamic is funny to me because nothing's gonna happen because they're old.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna happen because they're old.
So at this point, it's just entertainment to me.
So,
And that's all it is at the end of the day.
It is.
so this all originated from them asking Snoop who was in his top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Snoop said, I've heard him say this in many an interview. I'm not going to say anyone that has, basically he said, I'm not going to say anyone that is my contemporary or has come after me. So people who were in his top 10 were people like Rakim, KRS-One, Ice Cube, people like that. People that we, aside from, Rakim and KRS-One, they are considered like quote unquote God MCs. Ice-T, people like that. He was putting in his top 10. It wasn't a jab at Eminem. He said people consider him one of the greatest rappers of all time. He said, I don't. And then he kept it pushing. And so Eminem puts it in his song like, well, it's a shame that this got to come from somebody in your camp. Like, fam,
It wasn't that light. It wasn't that light.
He
but
dragged it, Keith. He did drag it.
No.
It wasn't that
All
light.
right, hold
It wasn't
on.
that light.
All right, okay. It wasn't that light. They pushed him. He was being interviewed. So they asked him to go in on that some more. So it wasn't just like, let me fire off about Eminem. They asked him questions. I heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard it too.
This is less about Eminem and more about who I think is in my top 10. That's personal.
And if you're not, you're not, bro.
If you're not, you're not.
Yeah, but the
Snoop
way it
Dogg
came
would
out
not
though,
care
it
if he wasn't
wasn't.
Eminem's top
He
10.
dragged him. I think that was when it got personal.
Yeah,
They dragged
it
him.
got dragged. It wasn't just him being asked
Okay,
questions
what
and
is
then
a
pushing
drag?
him.
Where did he drag him? What did he say that was considered drag worthy?
When he decided to say, "Oh, I can do without Eminem's music," like
Yeah, like he went on to say that. He didn't just.
no,
Yeah,
I can do without Eminem's music.
that's fine, but you weren't. Yeah,
That's you.
but
No,
we're
I
just
think
saying
no.
like.
Okay, that's Snoop Dogg,
Yeah,
and that's his
Word.
opinion, and there's nothing wrong
Right.
with that. So I don't even consider that a drag. Like I
But that's
said, you
somebody
make
you
music,
can't like. I'm
you
not.
make
I'm not.
trailer park music, and I'm not from the trailer park.
I could do without Eminem's music.
That's what I'm saying. I need knees deep, arms sweaty, mouth spaghetti. There's water on the sweater already. I need that. Other than that, I'm like, for the most part, I'm cool. He's saying that he can live without it. I get it. Like, it's not a drag. It's like y'all was saying. Y'all literally said it. Eminem is emotional. He's overly emotional. So if anybody says anything about this man, I'm writing a whole album about you. His past two albums His past two albums have been him going in on people who said something or rapped about him in some vein.
Right, because
Which
it's,
is
yeah,
also
it's still
funny.
level portray, but like I said, you don't expect that from your camp. You feel me? Like I wouldn't.
You were a god
expect-
to me. I guess I had dog backwards. Shut up.
Well, you said it first, Keith.
I did. That's why he needs to shut up. Like, definitely stole it.
You were a god to me.
Keith in his bag because he feels M stole his bar.
right.
I don't
Right.
feel that way. It was a few people that stole it.
Oh,
It was a few people that
plot
stole it
thickens.
before M, so he stole it from somebody.
The
The
flex.
plot thickens.
Yeah, it trickled up. It trickled upstream.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, I wouldn't
And-
expect nobody from my camp to drag me like that. You just drop it and you leave it alone.
We've never have they ever done a song together?
No.
Is that
Then
his-
you
They
should
didn't
know
do a
how
song
I feel.
together, but they
Then you should
were-
know how I
they
feel
were,
about you. You've been in this game for 20
Right.
plus years, and I've been in this game for almost 30, if not 30 years, and we've never done a song together. You should know how I feel.
Have they not? That's strange.
No, it's not. Not if I don't consider
It's
you
not that
top
strange.
10.
I don't because
Um,
I wouldn't. I
You-
wouldn't
But yeah,
I ain't
the
even
point
do an
is, the
interview
point
for
I
you.
is,
wouldn't
know
even
that.
want to hear them together. I
Yeah.
wouldn't even want to hear Snoop Dogg and
yeah,
Eminem together.
yeah,
What
me
does that
neither.
even- what does that
But
even
the
sound
point
like? What
is,
does that mean?
yeah, the point is, Snoop was asked a question and he went in a little bit. He didn't go like hardcore in, but he did go in a little bit,
I
like
was gonna say
past
he
the.
went in.
Okay,
He
bro,
had to
if
say
we're-
all that.
He didn't have to, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't just him giving his opinion. I feel like a couple of y'all were making really light of it because we really like Snoop and we hate him. He went past what was necessary.
Word, what was necessary. A
You know what I'm saying?
simple
So,
him doesn't make my
so
top
for
10.
him to go past what was necessary, I felt like the only outcome was gonna be him putting that in the song, putting it in one line. He didn't make a whole song about
say
it.
this.
Just call him.
What?
That's not what him does. He gonna make a song about it. He gonna put it in the song.
Because he's Eminem.
Yeah, Snoop didn't say it on a phone call, so Eminem gonna say
I
it.
wasn't talking to you. I was asked about my opinion on an interview. That's
But he
my
went further. He
opinion.
had to. He didn't just
Word,
answer
you
the
can
question.
give
He
your
went.
opinion and kept it moving though.
I
Yeah,
did.
he could have, but
I
he
did.
didn't. No.
He dawned on
You're
me,
not
like,
Snoop.
my
I
No, you
gave
didn't.
my opinion. I
Dragged
gave
it.
my opinion.
Nah, he.
Devin,
nah, he just
I'm very much so aware of who I am. I gave my opinion. I gave my opinion,
He ain't have
and
to-
I
he
can
ain't have
say
to
what
say,
I
I can
want
do
to
without
say, and you can
Eminem's
feel how you
music.
want to feel.
And that's what happened.
Call him. Be like,
That
He
is
ain't have to
exactly
say,
what
I
happened.
ain't
But
have to
Eminem
say,
is
he
also
ain't have to say,
45
people
plus
think
years
he dope,
old.
but he not.
It
Like,
is-
come on,
Yeah,
he represents two
and
different
Snoop is
eras.
mad old, and
Like,
he
come
didn't have
on.
to go as far as he did. So I don't think there's like an innocent side to the matter or anything. I just think it is what it is.
I think Snoop has the right stance on it. Like, fam, I'm not responding to this. I said what I said.
He did respond
No,
because
we don't-
he
I'm
took a
not
jab
looking
when he
for him
responded.
to-
I mean in a rap.
Yeah,
Listen,
I
I'm
mean,
not
but
looking
Snoop
for him
also
to go
not
back
finna
and forth
out-rap
on it.
Eminem.
All I'm saying is,
right.
like,
We know
you
that.
too old for that. Like, for taking all them jabs like that. Like, you already a legend. Stay on your, on your on
Yeah.
your on your throne, and and respect those that come after. I think that's the problem. Like he said it himself, rap is a young man's game. So it's just like as you get older in the game, to me, like your petty level just increases, in my opinion. And it's just like you think like that's not real rap, like you know what I'm saying. So I think a part of me, Snoop looks at what M did. That was like Snoop time had passed, and like when M came through and took off the way he did. It was like it's safe to say Snoop could be one of those people looking down like, all right, but that's not really what this is about. First of all, he a white boy, like you know what I'm saying. I could see him taking that approach, but again, they're both, in my opinion, they're both at the top of their games during their time. They both had an era and a time where nothing they did was wrong. So.
Well, I don't personally hate Eminem. I think you said something earlier, Dev. You was like, "We love Snoop Dogg."
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, you're right.
I
didn't mean.
I don't really have a strong opinion either way about either of them. First of all, well, that story has nothing to do with it. But I don't have a strong dislike for Eminem. I think he's dope as an MC. When I say I can do without his music, it's because he never moved me to the point where I was going out listening to his albums through and through, like trying to be a follower of his music. I think it stopped at his movie. As far as like me knowing his music,
I got you.
And then whatever came prior to that, like the real Slim Shady song or whatever it was that was popular before that.
Marshall Mathers LP.
Right. So there's that. But Snoop Dogg, I'm not some diehard Snoop Dogg fan either. I haven't heard the interview, so I don't know if it crossed the line of like disrespect. Now, if it crossed the line of disrespect, then yeah, I do think that's unnecessary, and I think it's whack. And I'm not surprised Eminem made a song. Also, if it didn't cross the line of disrespect, I'm not surprised Eminem made a song.
Right.
Exactly.
Which is still funny to me. Like, I don't know.
Right.
Eminem is just funny to me. And he I don't know. He's always been funny to me.
And a lot of times he's
but
doing
talented.
stuff to be...
He's very talented.
Yeah.
Part of me even low-key feels like
he's
just finding reasons to continue to rap.
Yes, and he's bored.
I low-key feel like he might not even have been like that offended by it. It was just like,
yeah, probably not. That's what I'm saying. Like he's not. I don't think he took it serious. He's just being.
He Googles his name, figures out where he popped up, and then he makes a song.
Wrote a song about it. Like to hear it.
Here go. That's what
man, yo, straight up! Shout out to him, living color.
Lon, I want to hear your thoughts on this Donald Trump audio leak.
Oh man,
and then we could get out of here.
What you
Lon
gonna do?
Throws
man?
up his hands. Podcast listen.
What you gonna do about Donnie? About Donnie T? I don't know, bro.
Donnie D.
Donnie.
Wait, what did I say? I was going to call him DT.
David Dump.
No, we David Dump.
I'm David Dump.
At this point, I mean, he's gonna be out of there with this tomorrow. He's gonna be out of there in a couple of weeks. So it's just like he gonna do whatever he want to do. You think he don't know he can't overturn the election by now? He knows that.
I don't think he knows that.
He think he won.
That was clear
he said
in the
on
audio.
The phone. He said we won.
The things you know and
the
the things you know and the things you believe often can contradict themselves. Okay, you can know that you're not going to win, but you can believe that you're going to win.
Come on, Faith.
Oh, yeah.
And so,
come on, Faith.
That's all Donald is doing is walking in faith.
Trump got faith the size of a watermelon.
Donald is walking in faith. We might see this man in glory, man.
Hey.
Lon, that should not make you put your hands on your head. If I say that, that Donald Trump is going to be saved from the wrath to come,
we supposed to be happy.
Be rejoicing.
We supposed to be happy.
God's way.
Yo, we're gonna have to hide our micro expressions when we get to heaven and see DT.
Why are you here?
DT. Donald, what you doing over here?
Donald, why are you?
It's like, what can at this point? What can you
Now
do?
unto him who is able to keep you from falling and present you faultless before his presence with exceeding joy.
With the most best joy. Better joy than anybody else has had.
A lot of joy.
Devin, you about to make me shout.
A lot of joy. A whole lot of joy.
All the joy. All the joy.
There's never been any greater joy than this.
There's more joy that was in that verse in the Bible. There's more joy than that.
No one's ever been happier than heaven but me. I'm the happiest person to ever be.
Yo, you got
The biggest crown.
He gonna be bragging. God gonna be like, give it back. Give it back.
My man gonna try to run for president of heaven.
Oh, that's what got old boy kicked out.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh boy.
Right.
Oh boy.
Oh, Lucy.
But no, I mean, I don't know what the goal is. I don't know. And now you have the Republicans that are asking Congress not to certify the election, which I think is supposed to happen on Wednesday. And it's 12 of them or 11. I think one of them like stepped back from suing whatever dumb thing they're doing. And it's just like, yo, like y'all are literally, I don't know what the end game is. Like, even if he runs again in 2024, like what's the end game? Like, he's not going to be the king. Like, he's just the president. Like, he's gonna leave. So like, what are you aligning yourself with? For how long and for what? And he's also in his 70s, so he might pass soon. I mean, I don't mean to be morbid, but like, but it's just like, for what? Like, what are you aligning yourself for and with?
Shout out to all of our senior listeners out there. You have a great life ahead of you, Lord willing, and much more to come in happier days. We don't know how old we are. No one knows how old we are. No one knows.
But yeah, my whole thing is just like, what is the end goal of all of this? Like, who is it for? What is it for? Who is it serving other than yourself? And what's the end goal here? Because if depends on how the elections go tomorrow and the runoff in Georgia, like, y'all might not have no power at all for 2 years. And now what? Y'all just look stupid. So, and the funny thing is, Ted Cruz is one of the people that's like in the group, and I'm like, yo, what did he say? He said something about his wife a couple years ago. Bro, you only got one time to say something about my wife. Just one time.
Right.
That's it. So I don't understand that. From Ted Cruz at least, I'm like, bro, he talked about your wife. What are we doing? And I know
there's another associate of his. He talked about his daughter. That I forget who it was, but there was somebody who they were at a party, a function. It was and they were like, there was a pool there, so there were some people in bathing suits, and a girl walks by. And he's like, "Oh, look at her," and he was like, "Yeah, that's my daughter." And he just went on to be like, "Yeah, that's a hot one." Like,
I mean, why wouldn't he? He does that to his own daughter.
To his own daughter, like, right. I'm not surprised by anything I hear about him.
Like, yeah, it was funny. The whole call was funny. It was hilarious. He was like, "We just need to find 11,780 votes. That's one more than they have."
He said, then you vote. Yo, he on the other end of the phone like, I ain't vote for you neither.
We win by a lot, in my opinion, based on what I heard.
In my opinion,
right,
based on what I heard.
A lot of rumors going around about the voting machines and them shredding ballots. And I'm like,
are
bro,
you sure they didn't take out the inside of the machines and put in other parts?
You're the president and you're calling somebody about rumors, bro.
They didn't switch them out. They didn't switch them out.
You sure?
No.
You sure put Windows in the Macs?
Right. You sure we can't like just put Lysol into our system and then we can get out COVID that way?
He said Trump was like, you know what word on the street is? Word on the street is that they've been cheating. That's what the word is.
So we need to recount.
So we need to take that. We need to take that rumor and start making actual changes.
Like he's calling.
We need to take that rumor and make it the actual truth.
Yeah, like he's calling the Secretary of State, and he's a Republican, and he said, "Yeah, I voted for." Like he's like, "I voted for him," and he's like, "I voted for him, and we done." Like I just like you, bro. You just didn't win, and I have to do my job. Like I gotta do my job after this. Like after this, I'm gonna need to work somewhere, and you're not gonna hire me. So
he like you now I'm not. I don't have a job either now.
So I think the whole thing is outrageous, but at the same time, I'm not like who's surprised at this point,
right?
Like y'all shocked, right? Nobody. I mean, come on.
No, we're not surprised.
It's the newest. It's the newest, biggest reality show. Really, that's all.
We only have 15 days left of Trump's entertainment.
You sound like Busta Rhymes.
We only got 15 days left. So
that is what you think.
Biden's not going to be funny. All business with him. Biden's not going to be funny. Trump will still be funny on Twitter. He gonna come for him for 4 years.
Oh yeah,
We'll talk about everything.
See,
I did you.
I told you.
He gonna be like Eminem. He gonna be barring everybody up.
You make a song about everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't. I hope he writes a book. That book, they gonna say we can't publish this.
I hope he starts a podcast.
They're gonna be like, we can't publish this because of the amount of
slander,
non-factual information that they'll just say it like that. They love to say stuff like, just say what it is.
Trump dump.
They're gonna call it the Trump dump.
Welcome to the Trump dump.
He gonna start a slander podcast. He gonna start a smear podcast. He gonna start a smear podcast.
Thanks for all my listeners. This is another episode of the Trump dump. This is the best episode out of any podcast. Every episode is going to be the best episode.
I heard
next. There will never be a better episode than the one I'm currently doing on the Trump dump.
Until the next episode.
But he didn't plan to become president. Apparently, they were going to start Trump movement, and he was running to me like off publicity, and he ended up winning. But they're saying his goal is to start it,
I love it.
CNN.
Right.
And
he's no danger to us doing this if he's not president. As president, he's funny, but it's not that funny.
Right.
If he's not, okay, now you actually control a lot. So let's.
I'll never forget the day he got in office. He started signing all them papers. He was like, "What y'all want me to sign? I'ma sign it." Republicans only. Yes, like lay it down. Republicans only. Shoot.
We about to be signing.
Shoot.
He was like, "This president job pretty easy." I
don't know why everybody.
What else y'all want?
I am in autograph mode. Okay.
Yeah. This is great.
Get that boy a stamp. Get that boy a stamp.
True.
He is busy.
What y'all need?
Melania, how long are you gonna hold my hand for?
Great. he be doing stuff. That's the only. Wait, what if that's the only reason why he's doing stuff? For love and affection from his wife. Oh man,
that's sad because Melania.
I highly doubt
she doesn't.
I highly doubt
she didn't move.
He cares about love from Melania.
Melania don't like him.
She doesn't. I love the video compilations of her pulling her hand away.
Melania is a Democrat.
All the time.
Melania is a Democrat.
Talk about nonsense.
That's what I heard.
What do you think?
She didn't move into the White House right away because they were redoing the prenup after he got elected. That's word on the street. Like he likes the word on the street is.
It makes sense because she don't stay there. She doesn't stay there.
No one
She
stays
hasn't been
there,
there.
bro. Like
Time
has
out!
been this whole time, bro.
She James Harden that man. I need a new deal. I'm not moving. I'm not moving till I get an extension.
Oh my God. You gotta think about it too. Like, you don't have a Donald Trump presidential library.
Right.
It's just gonna be mad iPads with Twitter pull up on them.
Right.
We still in negotiations.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Oh man,
that farce of a marriage.
Man, that's so funny.
Marriage was a
I mean,
farce.
you know what? I say this. Maybe she does love him. She just hates being in the White House and being in the spotlight like that.
No.
What that got to do with you holding my hand?
You don't let him in.
No.
She don't let that man.
What that got to do with you holding my hand?
She hates him and she's a Democrat. She didn't even vote for him.
Melania is a Democrat. That's why he was looking over her shoulder during the polls. She was like, hold on, make sure you vote for it.
Now you know what I wrote. You know what I wrote in the contract, right?
Right. You here now? We get you everything you want.
We got you everything you wanted.
I demand a trade, is what she said. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so much for tuning in. This has been another episode of Thank God for the Group Chat. Lon, thank you for stopping by, sir.
No problem,
this has been a
Thanks,
pleasure.
Good seeing you, bro.
I guess y'all too, man.
I said that we were only going to do one episode. This is probably like the longest episode that this group.
Right, we got 2 episodes worth out of one.
I'll definitely split this up.
Right.
Don't forget to like, subscribe to this podcast. Thank y'all for listening and watching. So subscribe to this podcast. I'll just take a quick 5-second break for y'all to subscribe.
And don't forget to subscribe to the Trump Dump. Thank you. The greatest podcast. Thank God for the Trump Dump.
You're not going to come on this podcast and then call your podcast the greatest podcast, DT.
Thank God for the Trump Dump.
Thank God for the Trump Dump.
Thank God.
You're gonna make me change the title of this podcast. I was gonna name this episode NW Altitude.
Yeah.
So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We're on Instagram. Find us there. Too lazy to ask everybody their tags. Find us there. Thursday, you'll hear me interviewing the ladies of Fat Sisters Catering and Jams.
Nice.
Yeah, so tune in on Thursday. I'll be interviewing them, asking them about all that they've got going on via catering and delivering food and all this type of stuff. Super friend of the show, Gina Williams, who you hear us talk about in great favor, will be on that episode as well. So see you guys Thursday. Friday, we give our review on Seen It for Soul. So if you didn't hear my review today, but you didn't, you'll hear it on Friday with Tobias. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for being here with me. I love you all. Bailey,
Thanks,
Daddy
everybody.
loves you.
Peace.
Hello.